Compared to Los Angeles, Orange County, and San Diego, the prices are dramatically different. But even if you compare it to Murrieta and Temecula right next door, you're going to see a difference of between $50,000 and $100,000 in prices for housing.
Welcome to Local Living Tri-City, your go-to podcast for exploring the vibrant communities of Temecula, Murrieta, and Menifee. Join me, Liz Jones, as we dive into real estate insights and local business stories, bringing you closer to the heart of our Tri-City area. Let's get started with today's episode.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Local Living. I'm Liz Jones, your host. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to talk about a really fast-growing city in our local area. We call it Menifee. And there's a really neat story to tell you about Menifee and where it came from and how it's been growing and why it's been growing. But first, I wanted to share a little bit of where we are. So for those of you that are just tuning in the first time, we are in Southern California. And so it falls into the Riverside County, which is the southwestern portion of the state, and we are 30 miles south of Riverside. We're about 75 miles north of San Diego and 80 miles from LA. So there's 1 hour. If I wanted to head into the hills, we have 1 hour to skiing and maybe an hour and 15 minutes to the beaches. So we've got it all over here. There's surrounding corridors that make traveling and commuting easy. We have the 215, the 15, and the 74. And we consider this city to nestle inside the Inland Empire or the Inland Valley. So it's part of our Tri-City area. And it's known for its scenic hillsides, valleys, and its proximity to our wine country. There's approximately 46.5 square miles of space here in the Menifee area. Interesting fact, I looked up, the history dates back into the 19th century, and it was originally a farming and mining area, and they named Menifee after Luther Menifee Wilson. He was a miner who discovered quartz in the 1880s, and the city has grown significantly since 2008 when it was incorporated. Of course, it's known for a mix of suburban and residential, pretty much a bedroom community. Some of the attractions that you find here in Menifee is its affordable housing. You know, clearly it's a touch cheaper than your nearby cities. It's family friendly and it's ease to nearby cities. And we talked about that, San Diego, LA, and Orange County, obviously the beaches as well. We have a slew of outdoor parks, trails, and it's a great mix of rural if you have horses and suburban and easy to get to any of those urban activities. The demographics of Menifee are a little interesting. So Menifee is one of the fastest growing cities in this area, and it's still part of Riverside County. Its current population is 106,000 and change. And that was as of 2024. And we did a podcast earlier where Temecula and Murrieta were also hovering right at 106, 108. So it is quickly surpassing their numbers, and there's still room to grow out in the Menifee. It's not landlocked for growth. Its population density is around 2,200 people per square mile. So that gives you an idea of its density. And its demographics are made up of 38% white, 43% Hispanic, 6% Black or African American, and about 5% Asian. So this is interesting. The median age is 38. So these are, people in the heartbeat of their career, probably with young families. So we have a great balance of seniors and children, but the median age is falling right at 38. And interesting, the economic indicators say that the average household income is $85,100 and roughly per capita $38,000. Reasons to live in Menifee. Why would you like to live here? Well, the affordable housing is probably the number one that drives people. As I get to talk with people and they're shopping for something in Temecula, because Temecula is so well known, we find quickly that affordability leads them out of Temecula and into nearby cities, and Menifee is one of those that's really great. If you work in Orange County, if you work in LA County, it's going to be a great place to situate, and you've got a straight shot on the freeways to do that. Compared to Los Angeles, Orange County, and San Diego, the prices are dramatically different. But even if you compare it to Murrieta and Temecula right next door, you're going to see a difference of between $50,000 and $100,000 in prices for housing. So it's very family friendly. It has safe neighborhoods, better schools, and I don't say best schools because nearby Murrieta and Temecula are really leading the charge on the schools, but the schools are constantly improving. They're putting in new schools, they're putting in systems. I was just at my granddaughter's Christmas play, and I walked inside a Menifee school and I was totally impressed. I mean, murals on the wall for the kids, great security, just a fun environment, great performing arts area. So these schools are constantly getting better, and with little time, it'll probably surpass that of Murrieta and Temecula. Okay, they've got lots of parks. Everywhere you turn, there's parks. And as part of that planned development, the city wants them to put in a park to navigate all those households that come in. There's lots of outdoor activities. There's the Santa Rosa Plateau nearby that you can go hiking, or the ecological reserve that you can go. You're close to Diamond Valley Lake, and you can do some fishing and whatnot. And it's great for hiking as well. You're convenient, as we've mentioned before, you're convenient to San Diego, Palm Springs, Temecula, the wine country, and you get there through all of these major thoroughfares, the 215, the 15, the 74, all very short. And it is a short drive to wine country. I think from wine country, you'd probably be about 30 minutes from door to door, and that's just because of traffic. That is something that is ever changing. Menifee has been adding a lot of local roadways, widening the roads. They're adding lots of shopping centers, lots of things to draw people, and they're always working on their traffic solutions. So that's really great. Okay, so we mentioned Menifee is one of the fastest growing cities in California, expanding retail, dining, recreational opportunities, and there's a lot of new developments. There's both 55 plus senior communities and regular housing. They seem to go through this boom every 5 years, and we're getting another boom right now. So we have a lot of new developments. We have an extraordinarily mild climate. We are considered high desert. However, we have a warm climate during the day. It's not extraordinarily hot unless it's summer, but we have super cool nights, which is great to sleep with the windows open. It's primarily sunny throughout the year. You know, we have a month of rain that could come and maybe get in 10 or 11 inches for that whole season, and it's done. We have a very strong community feel here. So again, there's a lot of close-knit community events, farmers markets, holiday celebrations, and cultural festivities that make this a really warm and inviting place. As I mentioned, it's retirement friendly with several communities. We've got one called Sun City and one called the Oasis right there, and they're building new all the time. There's golf, there's opportunities for affordability, active community events. It's really a great place for people to retire. Educational opportunities. Obviously, we mentioned the schools are ever growing, but there's also a higher education option with the San Jacinto College. What used to be a transition or community college, now it's a 4-year degree. So if you want continued education or career opportunities, that's right there in the local city. As far as reasons to live there. Okay, so you've got affordability. We already talked about that. And family friendly. We talked about our outdoor activities and our convenient location to all these major cities. We talked about the educational opportunities. And how about your proximity to your drive? So a lot of people, yes, we have some corporations here in town, but realistically, we do not have the major employers might be small businesses locally, or you're driving to LA, Orange County, San Diego. Okay. So for those major jobs, these people are considered commuter. They come here to live for affordability and they're driving out of the area. And our cities are always working on fixing that. But for the most part, our big jobs are outside of the city. So there's easy access. And so when it comes to being proximity to those jobs that are high paying jobs, it's an easy drive. We have some incredible cultural diversity here. Again, I mentioned some of that demographics. It's a melting pot of demographics here, which makes it very palatable for many people. And it offers a vibrant community for learning and growing. So in closing, Menifee is really a great option. If you've been considering moving to Southern California, specifically the Inland Valley, there's a lot of opportunity to find newer, interesting homes, great communities, planned communities, great schools, newer schools, and become part of a family-friendly environment at an affordable price. So if you want any more details on it, you can either click the link below or you can go ahead and connect with us. I'm Liz Jones. Thank you for joining us for Local Living. Hey, if I haven't mentioned it, please click the like button. It always helps us. Thank you and have a beautiful day. Until the next time.
Thank you for listening to Local Living Tri-City. Stay tuned for more insights and stories from Temecula, Murrieta, Menifee, and surrounding areas. Be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with a friend that is passionate about the Tri-City area as you are. Goodbye for now, and we'll see you next episode.